On this problem, we need to find the dimensions of a particular rectangle. First thing I like to do is just to draw a simple diagram of a rectangle and label the sides. I'll label this side length and this side width. The very first sentence says that its length is 1 meter less than 3 times its width. Length is 3 times its width minus 1 meter. The second sentence says that its area is 184 square meters. The formula for the area of a rectangle is length times width. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to do. I'm going to replace this A with 184, and I'm going to replace this L with 3W minus 1. So the area is 184. The length is 3W minus 1. Next, distribute this W to each of these terms in parentheses. Then the next thing is to put all the terms on one side of the equal sign. So if I subtract 184 from both sides, I would be left with 3W squared minus W minus 184 equals 0. To solve this quadratic, I'm going to factor it. So the first term, 3W squared, I'm going to use 3W times W, and then these last two numbers, their product would be a negative 184. Now, there's quite a few factors for 184. What I'd like to do is to write the prime factorization of 184. 184 is divisible by the first prime number, 2. It's 92. 92 is divisible by 2 again. It's 46. And you keep doing this until your quotient is a prime number. 46 is divisible by 2. It's 23. Okay, so 184 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 23. 8 times 23. Now I'm going to use these two numbers, and I'm going to put the 23 here and the 8 here. And I'm going to check to see if this is the correct factorization. So one of these numbers has to be negative. So 23 times 8, one of them has to be negative. I'm going to make this one positive and this one negative. So you check the product of the inner two, that's 23W. The product of the outer two, 3W times a negative 8, that's a negative 24W. If you add those together, I get the middle term of this quadratic, which is a negative W. So that just tells me that this is the correct factorization. Now, if those two numbers did not work, then I would go and use some other factors that make up 184. Okay, so the next thing to do is to take each factor set to 0. Then solve each equation. 3W is negative 23. W is a negative 23 divided by 3. Now, in the context of this problem, we're going to throw this answer out because we can't have a negative width. So the other equation, W is equal to 8. That does make more sense. So width is 8 meters, and then the length if we look at the very first equation that we came up with, length is 3 times W minus 1. 3 times 8 minus 1. So length in this case would be 23 meters. The length is 23 meters and the width is 8 meters. And that's it.